Finally, from the JR Sports Desk, there's a saying: if you want to change your body, exercise. If you want to change your life, become a runner. Well, running has more than changed the life of local inspiration Kyle Grossman.
Whether it's physical, whether it's mental, we all have frailties.
Courtney, you got to keep up the time card.
Kyle doesn't view himself as any different than anybody else.
You got to have a passion to run, and that passion is in him like no one else.
I do believe in the running gods. The running gods have taken care of Kyle.
November 6, 2016, 5 days after his 23rd birthday, Kyle Grossman is running his first marathon and killing it, on pace to finish around 3.5 hours.
He was so close to the finish, and he just blew up, in runner speak. Couldn't even walk another step.
It's a bad leg cramp with less than a mile to go. But leaning on the shoulders of friends, Kyle wills himself to the home stretch.
Because I never give up, give it all what I got, give the best I can.
At Fresno's biggest race of the year,
there was all this roar and noise.
This is the most memorable finish.
There was no doubt I knew he was going to make it. If he had to crawl it, he was going to make it.
I just said I was proud of him. I said he was a rock star.
26.2 miles, with a heavy dose of adversity at the end. Nothing new for a young man who needs someone else to tie his shoes.
You did it, you made it.
It took a lot of willpower to do that.
This is simply the latest in a lifetime of staring down obstacles and running over them. Kyle was born premature. As a toddler, he couldn't see very well. His muscles weren't developing, couldn't pick up or hold anything.
I remember speaking to his grandfather about how his grandkids were at his house, and all the grandkids would run out to the backyard to play, and there was Kyle crawling out at age 3, and it sort of broke his heart.
Would Kyle ever walk? Would he be able to speak? Doctors mentioned autism or Asperger's, but so many questions remained.
Finally, we decided after so much testing that it doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter what he has, it's not fatal.
Multiple eye surgeries, years of physical therapy and speech therapy. The Grossmans were determined to give Kyle as normal a life as possible. In elementary school, he'd try every sport, just like his older brother, a star football player.
It's not an easy thing to see your brother not being able to compete with everyone else, to be able to shoot the ball like everyone else.
But that didn't deter Kyle's enthusiasm. By the time he reached junior high at Kasner, he'd found his true love, running.
There's no way that this is gonna happen.
Even if not everyone could see it yet.
He was still awkward trying to walk, and yet he wanted to run. And he wanted to get on the cross-country team, which was kind of hard to imagine.
He was very hunched over, and his arms were not in sync with his legs. They were off to the side even. Not a form for a runner, definitely not.
The first week of cross-country practice in 7th grade, Kyle's coach actually put him in a shopping cart and pushed him, believing this was the only way he could keep up with his teammates.
Shame on me for having beliefs like that as a coach.
That cart only lasted a few days. For the next 5 years, Kyle did run far behind the other kids, but he kept at it. Undeniably a competitor and a high school varsity athlete.
I'll never forget the time I asked his dad, you should put him in the Special Olympics. His dad said, nope, it's not gonna happen. We want him to run just like any other kid here and be equal.
It was here at Clovis West Kyle found two things key to his development: community and confidence.
You could see it in his eyes. You could see it in the way his excitement. He just wanted to be there. He wanted to be a part of the team. He wanted to do well.
It was a great thing for him, the camaraderie that he had, the friendships, they embraced him.
Okay, let's do it, guys.
After graduating, Kyle became a devoted member of a pair of running clubs in town, winning awards for missing the fewest practices.
This kid eats, breathes, dreams, sleeps running. He gets up every day. He has his running clothes out.
I just like running so much, so much. It's good to be in good shape and get to know more people in the community.
Such an integral part of Fresno's run scene, Kyle began working one day a week at a local running store.
He's a good guy. People would come into the store, specifically on the day he worked, to talk to Kyle.
We call him the mayor of Fresno. He just walks up to people and will say, "Hi, I'm Kyle. You know, what's your name?"
There's a certain energy that he brings to the table, and everybody feeds off that. It's kind of like the harvest coming in. He always makes everybody happier.
All the while, Kyle keeps getting faster and faster. His form remains unorthodox. He has trouble keeping a straight line and tends to run in sporadic bursts. But astonishingly, Kyle's regularly finishing top 3 in his age group at local 5K and 10K races.
If I go back to where he was, where he could barely throw a basketball, you know, could barely run around the track, and to now, it's incredible. I mean, it's incredible.
There's no one that I look up to more than I look up to Kyle. It's truly one of the most amazing things to watch him run.
Kyle Grossman didn't walk until he was 4 years old, was pushed in a shopping cart, still can't tie his own shoes. And now, he's the heart and soul of this community. One of Fresno's top runners, finishing marathons.
He shows everybody that you can achieve whatever you want. Nobody can tell you that you can't run X amount of miles, or nobody can tell you that you can't be so fast, because Kyle's all that stuff.
Sometimes you see these Disney movies where they show anything as possible. But people think that doesn't happen in real life. Well, it happens in real life. Look at Kyle.
Wow. Wow. If we could just have an ounce of Kyle in each of us, we'd all be better people.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
And that was something that everyone that I interviewed for that echoed again and again.
Wow. Thank you for telling his story. It's an amazing story, and thanks for bringing it to us. I know you put a lot of work into it, Nick.
And he's not done.
No.
He says he's doing another marathon. He wants to qualify for the Boston Marathon eventually, which is the mecca of marathon running.
Sure. Oh, sure. And he's going to be there. He's going to be there. We're sure of it. All right. If you know someone inspiring, just like Kyle, email us, newsdesk@kmph.com.